Hey todayers, it's me Ryan with another Adventures of Public Speaking. This time I'm talking about my trip to Philadelphia. These past 24 hours have been insane for my travel experience, and I want to share with you why. So I was speaking last week in South Carolina, and I had 3 days in between to go give another keynote and workshop in Philadelphia. So instead of flying home, I wanted to fly to go see my parents who now live in Florida to take a couple of days of vacation. I went and visited them, and I left the night before I needed to go speak in Philadelphia. I get to the airport, and Southwest's last flight of the night is delayed an hour. I'm sitting at the airport thinking, okay, I have a connection that I still need to make in Atlanta, and if I don't get on this plane in the next 30 minutes, I'm going to miss it. So I have to get on this flight. Well, 25 minutes pass by, and they call my name over the announcement. Ryan Avery, please come to the Southwest counter. And they know that I'm going to miss my flight to Atlanta. So they say, well, no problem. We can get you in to Philadelphia tomorrow at 12 o'clock. That's not going to work for me. I have a very large keynote that I have to give at 9:30 in the morning. They said, well, I'm sorry, we don't have any flights that leave Nashville or Atlanta from that time. And I go, well, I have to do something. So I have to figure out how I'm going to get there. I'm going to get to Philadelphia. So she said, you can go and check Delta right next door. I ran over there, and the guy was boarding the last person on the plane. I said, is this flight leaving to Atlanta? And if so, is there a connection tonight that I can get to Philadelphia? And he said, look, I'm not trying to rush you, but if you want to get on this flight, you have to tell me yes or no right now because I'm about to shut the door. And I said, yes. The ticket was $700. So I paid $700 to get on this flight, and at this time I only had a carry-on with me because I wanted to make sure all of my books and all of my suit and clothes came with me. Well, because I was the last person on the plane, there was no overhead space left. So I had to check my bag at the gate. I get on the flight, they shut the door, the pilot makes an announcement, and we get on the runway about to take off, and the engines slow down because lightning strikes. And we proceed to sit on the runway for 3 hours. We're on the runway for 3 hours. My cell phone is running out of battery. I have very limited food. I'm hungry because I thought I was going to eat in Nashville or Atlanta, and I miss my connection flight, obviously, because I've been sitting there for 3 hours. So I get to Atlanta, and they lose my luggage. So they lose my luggage. I'm in jeans and a t-shirt. It's 12:30 at night, and there is not a flight that leaves from Delta until around 10:30 in the morning. Not gonna work for me. So I have to get to Philadelphia. So there's a US Airways flight that leaves at 6:30 in the morning for another $400. So I go and get that ticket. I get that ticket, and it's about 1:30 right now. I go and I get IHOP because that's the only thing that's open. So I get some pancakes and some eggs, and I douse it in syrup. I eat, and about 2 a.m. I fall asleep on the Atlanta airport floor for about 3 hours because I have to be up at 5 to catch my flight. I wake up, and there is a man laying right next to me, eyes wide open, and says, when I open my eyes, he goes, so, where'd you come from? Where are you going? And I go, sir, I'm sorry, I need to get a little bit more sleep. I'm so sorry. I'll talk to you when I wake up, but I need to fall asleep. And then I turned around and my eyes were like, oh my gosh, what am I doing here? I got a little bit more sleep. The guy was still there, and I talked to him for a couple minutes and said, I'm so sorry, sir, I have to catch my flight. Still have not found my luggage. So I get to US Airways, I get on the flight, 6:30, I arrive at 8:30 in the morning at Philadelphia Airport. No luggage to be found, so I have to rush to get a taxi and get to my venue. I arrive at 9:20 a.m. in jeans and a t-shirt. I am talking to vice presidents and executives, and they are all in suits. I walk in at 9:25, my meeting planner looks at me and she goes, oh wow. I said, I know, and everybody understood. It was a great speech. I gave a workshop with Randy Harvey that day, a couple of them, and it was awesome. It was a great time. We had a lot of fun. And when we got back to Philly that afternoon, because we left Philly to go back to Portland, they found my luggage, right? Perfect timing. So I was in the clothes for like the 24 hours. I was up for, I mean, I can't even remember how long. And I went to so many flipping airports and so many planes. And it was for sure an adventure. But this experience taught me several things. First, leaders need to be good at making quick decisions. I had to get to Philly. There was no excuse that I was going to make. I was going to get to Philly. Even if I had to drive to get there, it was happening. So what are you doing every day to make yourself get better at making quick decisions? The other thing that really resonated with me on this one is it is all about your attitude. Things are going to happen. Things are going to go wrong. There's going to be times when you might not have, or you have plans and they don't go the way that you want them to go. But you just have to go with the flow and you have to have that positive attitude. And it's that line from Rich Dad Poor Dad, critics criticize and winners analyze. Are you being a critic or are you being a winner? And winners figure out a solution. In my mind, there is always, always, always a solution. So the next time you get in a situation where either you're traveling or you're with a coworker that you're not getting along with or something is happening, try to think about and analyze how you can make that happen. I hope you enjoyed the story. This has been Ryan with another Adventures of Public Speaking. Make sure you check out RyanAvery.com every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for new articles. I hope you're having a great day, and I look forward to sharing another adventure with you soon.